One take, one take. This is NBA One Take, featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head, NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from Red Hook, New York. It's NBA One Take. Back from vacation. As August 1st. It was a great time that I had. Did a couple runarounds, saw some things, but it was a good vacation. I always say the two vacations I take is middle of the year, see what happens, and then I take at the end of the year reflection, and set goals and plans for the year after. Always two vacations, always. Keep in mind, you always got to recharge yourself after a couple of months. But, come back to the madness. But that's another thing. Yeah, so, while on vacation, I did watch some things. And the first thing I did watch was Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. This is Part 1. Okay, so we got Tom Cruise, played Ethan, Ethan Hunt, past 7 Mission Impossibles. Got Haley Atwell, she's in it as a thief. Rebecca Ferguson, she makes an appearance back. You got Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, Isla Morales. It's a real good cast, and this movie was really, really good, and it brings back how Ethan turned into an agent. Little backstory there, but we didn't get the full backstory. Like I said, it's Part 1. They're just trying to uncover something of a entity, right? That's what Ethan's trying. Almost the whole world getting it. So it's a lot of stealing and just a lot of breathtaking things, but it's also a real good story, and I can't wait for Part 2. This was really, really good, and really, really good, and we'll go forward. I think it's doing a lot of blockbuster things. This is a really good film, and I just can't wait for Part 2, which most likely will be the end of the franchise. We don't really know, but some things did happen, and we just don't know about Part 2. So we got that out the way, and the next film is Barbie. Now, yes, I have kids. I have a 5-year-old, and I have 18. That's going to be a 19-year-old. No, I did not go to the movies to see them with them, nor did I go with my wife either. I saw it on my own. And I had to. I just wanted to see how it was. And it was a Barbie movie. It was going to have little off-color jokes and things like that. It's going to be. They had to do the PG-13 because they had some references with it. But we know that parents was going to take their children to see it because it's Barbie. It was mainly good. But starring Margot Robbie, who's looked like she was up for that role for damn near 7 years. And got my man Ryan Gosling. He's in there. And just a litany of other people. You got Issa and you got so many stars in there, and it's fun. Will Ferrell. It's a girl laughs. It's something for the whole family. It's funny. It's just a family funny thing. It's breaking all the broke Dark Knight's record, which stood for like nearly 15. No, 15. Yeah, 15 years opening weekend. I didn't think anybody was gonna break that because how the Dark Knight was, and then when everybody heard it, you heard people coming back to continuously to see it. That's how come Dark Knight did what it did, because people saw it 3 times on a weekend. You know, because they didn't know what to expect. They thought, oh, Batman Begins, it's like, little sound, whatever. Their Dark Knight just took it to a different level. So, Barbie breaking that record, like I said, Barbie most likely is going to be $1 billion franchise, and they're going to have probably sequels and possibly sequels and other side things. But it was good. It's good. It's doing good. I like Ryan Gosling. He's just good. It was just a moment. Yes, we have Evil Ken, who girls hate when they get the Barbie doll and then they get a Ken with them. Like, God, they don't really want them. They just like to dress up like Barbie, do her little things, and then Ken is there. I think sometimes, the parents are like, oh, let Ken and Barbie. Like, no, Barbie's by herself. Don't hate Ken. I was telling a story how you get a Ken doll and you have a brother and you have a sister, and she wants her brother to play, and then it's like, no, I'm not playing. So she puts the G.I. Joe, the big bottle, the G.I. Joe clothes on Ken and say, you want to play now? And then Ken is looking, okay, you want to put some stuff on him, make him look like a badass, and put a hat on him and stuff. And then you got a brother in there playing with his sister with the Barbies. It's goofy shit, but goofy. That's funny. Yes, I've played with Barbies today. Shout out to my sister. You're in now. It was just us two. Shit. She played with my toys, I played with hers, and I had to play with the Barbies, and I was chewing the bottom of the feet and all that crazy shit. But yeah. But that's, like I said, Barbie's a really good movie. It's funny. It's real funny. Family fun film. Breaking records. We'll see how far it can get to. The next one is they clone Tyrone. Now, we got starring my man John Boyega, my man Jamie Foxx, and Tiona Paris. Now, there's a message inside the movie. It's somewhat, I'm gonna tell you, is there such a thing called a Netflix hood movie? And I'm gonna be totally honest, because I think there is. I think what they do is the best they can is take whoever's doing it, take old black hood movies, watch them, try to get it as less controversial as they can, not really talking that crazy shit, right? And then they're gonna, film, and they're gonna film. And that's a lot of directors do. They just try to, instead of the authenticity of a film, they kind of dumb it down a little bit. Don't want to get hit with woke and cancel culture for certain other things. But there was a message about this, cloning black men doing the same thing, and killings, and black on black crime, and there's people. But you know, I don't rate it as high as others. I just don't. I know there's going to be a part 2 to it. It was really so-so to me. And yeah, because I don't like, look, I don't like when things seem forced, even when actors are doing it, right? John Boyega, I love him. You know, I love him. I love him. You know, I looked them in Star Wars and various other films. And really in Star Wars, I really like it. Most likely, but what I didn't like is what his character was really going somewhere in Force Awakens, and then they kind of scaled back a little bit, which I just thought was a full piece of shit. You know, yeah, I do. But so, you know, it seemed like he kind of forced the character, almost like he was portraying someone from an old film he watched. And don't get it wrong, people do that, or they'll, listen to music and things like that. So, it's all right. Jamie, he plays a pimp. Tiona, she plays a hoe. It just gives me those vibes, right? So, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the message alone, as hidden as it is, not too much, but I don't have a issue with that. But I think mainly a lot of the story and everything else like that really was just too much for me. Like I said, it's one of those. And I really do that to movies, but I really do that to movies. But, I think it's a one-time watch for me. That's about it. This is NBA One Take. It's a pretty boy Laker, and I'm out.